Good morning students, 8th standard science, physics and chemistry, unit 2, force and pressure. What is force? An external agency, push or pull is called force. That force applied in a particular area, it produces pressure. Okay students? Okay. Students, today we see the topic surface tension. Surface tension. Students, do an activity. Here we see, take some water in a glass and spread a tissue paper on the surface of the water. Then place the pin. Here we see, place the pin. Okay, pin on the tissue paper. Observe what happens to the paper, what happens to the pin after some time. Here we see, after a few minutes the tissue paper will submerge and then the pin will make a small depression on the surface of water. This pin make a small depression on the surface of water. It will begin to float on the surface. Okay, here we see the pin float on the surface even though it is denser than water. Okay, even though it is denser. Okay, the pin is denser than water. How is it possible? This is because the water molecule on the surface which tend to contract themselves. Okay, contract means decrease in size. Okay, decrease in size. Okay students, the pin is balanced by the molecule on the water surface. Okay, the pin is balanced by the molecule on the water surface, so it does not submerge. Okay, so the pin does not submerge, it is float. Okay students, do you follow? Okay. From this activity, students, we learn and we know the molecules of a liquid experience a force. A molecule of a liquid, this is a liquid. Okay, the molecule of a liquid experience a force which contract the extent of their surface area. Which contract, very important word. Contract means decrease in size, decrease in range. Okay, contracts the extent of their surface area. Okay, contract. Okay, this area which contract the extent of their surface area. Okay students. Okay, then here we see definition. The amount of force acting per unit length. The amount of force, here we see, imagine that amount of force, this is amount of force. The amount of force acting per unit length on the surface of the liquid is defined as the surface tension. Okay, it is defined as the surface tension. The amount of force acting per unit length on the surface of the liquid is defined as the surface tension. Okay students, the unit of surface tension is equal to Newton per meter. Okay students. Okay students, then we see applications of surface tension. The surface tension is the reason for many events we see in our daily life. First we see, in plants, water molecules rise up due to surface tension. Okay, water molecules rise up due to surface tension. Xylem tissues are very narrow vessels present in the plants. Okay, water molecules are absorbed by the roots and these vessels help the water to rise upward due to capillary action, which is caused by the surface tension of water. Okay, what is capillary action? Yes, it is a process of liquid flowing in a narrow space. Okay, here we see the plant flowing In the plant, the water molecules are absorbed by the root. The water molecules absorbed by the roots, and these vessels help the water to rise upward. Okay, due to the capillary action. What is capillary action? It's the process of liquid flowing in the narrow space. Okay, students. It is caused by the surface tension of water. Okay. Then second one, during heavy storm. During heavy storm, ships are damaged due to surface tension of water. By pouring oil or soap powder into the sea, sailors reduce its impact. Okay, here solve that problem. We pour oil or soap powder into the sea. Sailors reduce this impact. Okay, students. Okay, then third one, water strider. Here we see water strider insect. This insect slides on the water surface easily due to the surface tension of water. Okay, students. Okay. Students, next we see the topic viscous force and viscosity. Okay, students, here we do some activity. Take a small quantity of different kinds of liquid like coconut oil, honey and water. Okay, here we see this is coconut oil and this is honey and this is water. Okay, place 1 drop of each liquid on the separate glass plate. Here, now gently raise one end of the glass plate so as to allow the liquid to slide down the smooth. Here we see now gently raise one end of the glass plate so as to allow the liquid to slide down the smooth surface of the plate. Observe the speed of each liquid. Here we see, yes, what happened? Each liquid moves with a different speed. Water flow faster than the other liquids. Coconut oil flow with a moderate speed. Okay, students. Between the layers of the liquid which is in motion, there is a frictional force parallel to the layers of the liquid. This frictional force opposes the motion of the liquid layers while they are in motion. Okay, students. Here we see first, this is the liquid. This is the water flow. This is very fast. Then here we see then coconut oil. Here second. Then third. Here we see this very slow. This is a honey. Okay, students. Okay. Students, finally we know the frictional force acting between the successive layers of the liquid. The frictional force acting between the successive layers of the liquid which acts in order to oppose the relative motion of the layer is known as the viscous. Okay, it's known as the viscous force. Such property of liquid is called the viscosity. Such property of liquid is called the viscosity. Okay, students. Okay. Unit of viscous force is equal to kg, kilogram per meter per second. Kilogram per meter per second, or another one unit, Newton meter per meter square. Okay, students. What is viscous force? The frictional force acting between successive layers of the liquid which act in order to oppose the relative motion of the layer is known as the viscous force. Which act in order to oppose the relative motion of the layer is known as the viscous force. Such property of liquid is called the viscosity. Okay, students. Then we see the next topic, friction. What is friction? Friction is a force. Friction is a force that shows down moving objects or prevents stationary objects from moving. Okay. Friction is a force that shows down moving objects or prevents stationary objects from moving. Okay, students. Okay, friction is a force. Okay, here we see some examples. Cars and buses are able to move safely on the road because of friction. Because of friction between the tires and road. We are able to write on paper only with the help of friction between pen and the paper. Okay students, here we see the friction between the tires and road. Here we see the friction between pen and the paper. Okay, then here we see the friction can produce the following effect. Friction can produce the following effects. What are the effects friction produce? Friction opposes motion. Friction opposes motion. Friction opposes motion. Then it causes wear and tear of surfaces in contact. It causes wear and tear of the surface in contact. Then third one, it produces heat. It produces heat. Okay. Friction opposes motion. Then it causes wear and tear of the surface in contact and it produces heat. Okay students. Okay. Finally students, what is friction? Friction is a force. Okay. Friction is a force that slows down moving objects or prevents stationary objects from moving. Okay. Clear?